Prologue. The mission was simple on paper. A mysterious client, an encrypted transaction, and a single directive: retrieve classified documents from Laboratory X-19 inside an abandoned research facility. What the client failed to mention what intelligence reports could only hint at was the anomaly inside. Time and space no longer followed the rules within the complex, and things lurked in the shifting corridors, waiting for intruders. Call sign Stryker was a seasoned operative, fully equipped with a state-of-the-art combat suit, an arsenal of weapons, and a direct connection to Operator Specter, who would guide him remotely. Specter had access to Stryker's body cam, environmental scanners, and motion trackers. Together, they would navigate the unknown. But some things couldn't be tracked. Some things didn't belong in this world. Mission start. Comms check. Stryker, do you read? Loud and clear, Stryker responded, stepping through the rusted gates of the Blackwood Research Facility. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and a low hum vibrated through the ground beneath his boots. All right, you're looking for Laboratory 10-19. Expect non-Euclidean geometry and time distortions. Keep your head straight, and if I say stop, stop. Stryker nodded, weapon raised as he stepped into the dimly lit corridors. The walls were wrong-stretched at unnatural angles, flickering between states of pristine condition and utter decay. His HUD struggled to keep up, glitching between temperature readings and motion scans. You seeing this, Spectre? Stryker asked. Yeah, but it's worse on my end. The walls keep shifting. I see. Hold up. There's something down the hall. Stryker turned his head, gun aimed. Nothing. The corridor was empty. There's nothing here. Negative, Spectre insisted. It's standing right in front of you. Cold sweat formed on Stryker's neck. He took a slow step forward, the floor groaning beneath his weight. Then, a whisper. Not through comms, not in his mind. From the air itself. Turn back. Entities in the dark. Hostile, Stryker whispered. Unknown. It's not moving, but Jesus, I don't like this. He moved forward. Whatever Spectre saw, Stryker couldn't. He passed through the empty hallway. But then, his shadow didn't move with him. Spectre, confirm my shadow. What? Spectre's voice cracked. You don't have a shadow, Stryker! Stryker's breath caught. He saw it a long, spindly shape stretching across the floor, moving independently, twisting, shifting, reaching for him. He fired. The bullet struck nothing. The shadow convulsed, then latched onto his feet. Pain sharp, like cold iron driven into his skull. Voices filled his mind, whispering in a dozen languages. Stryker, you're losing it. Focus on my voice. He gasped, stumbling back. The shadow snapped away, vanishing as if it had never been there. His vision blurred, but Spectre's voice pulled him back. Don't let them in, Stryker. Stay focused. He nodded, shaking off the lingering nausea. Whatever that was, it wasn't the last thing he'd face. Labyrinth of the mind. Every corridor was different. Some looped infinitely, forcing Stryker to backtrack. Others led him into rooms that didn't exist, where furniture hovered and walls bled ink-black liquid. I see a door ahead, Spectre directed. But something's wrong with it. It's a distorted figure appeared on Spectre's feed. Tall, skin stretched like parchment over elongated bones. It had no face, only a wide, gaping hole where a mouth should be. Stryker, halt! There's something right in front of you. Stryker saw nothing. Negative. I'm clear. No, you're not. It's reaching for your head. A sudden pressure built inside Stryker's skull. His vision fractured for a split second. He saw the entity standing inside him, fingers pushing into his thoughts. Speech will break you. Fight it, Stryker. A sharp electronic buzz filled his ears. Spectre had triggered a neural disruptor in Stryker's suit. The pain snapped him back, and suddenly, the entity was gone. Breathing heavily, Stryker pressed on. X-19. The Rift. After what felt like days inside the twisting complex, Stryker finally reached X-19. The room was pristine, untouched by decay. In the central containment rift, pulsing with unearthly energy. The documents were inside. This is it, Spectre confirmed. Get the files and get out. Stryker reached for the documents. The rift expanded. Reality shattered. He was somewhere else. The other side. The facility was still there, but wrong. The walls were organic, pulsing like veins beneath stretched flesh. The air was heavy, filled with whispers. And then, the things arrived. Twisted reflections of himself. Specter's voice distorted, blending with the whispers. "Stryker, move!" He ran. The corridor collapsed, shifting between the facility and something ancient. The entities pursued, their movements jerky, broken like corrupted video frames. At the end of the corridor, a door back to reality. "Almost there," Specter urged. The thing screamed, a hand latched onto Stryker's shoulder, cold, endless, dragging him down. He ripped away, dived through the door. Extraction. Darkness. Then, the facility reappeared. X-19 was gone. The documents were in his hands. "Stryker, talk to me!" Specter's voice was frantic. I have them." Silence. Then, "Good, now run." Because the door behind him hadn't closed, and something was following him back. Epilogue. Stryker exfiltrated, but the facility collapsed behind him. The mission was complete, but Specter knew one thing. The documents never left the anomaly. So what had Stryker brought back? And why was he whispering to himself when no one else was there?